So I was recruited from the TV.
Okay. So you're on telly.
So this part of the story, I'm being told by people because it's not my... So people were... So me, I remember being picked up from Tamarind. There's that hotel on Langata.
Okay.
I remember a gentleman calling me. He was called Karori Oliver.
Okay.
And now he's a legal advisor or something. He sits in State House. Okay. And I remember him calling me and telling me, akajiintroduce, alafu akaniuliza uko wapi, nikamwambia tu niko hizo siku nilikuwa naamka navaa nguo ni kama ninaenda kumit president every day. Hata kama ninaenda kupeleka nini kwa laundry, nilikuwa navaa official. Because one of my mentors always told me, anytime you can get a phone call and you need to meet the president, will you start looking for shoes? So those days I used to wake up, I dress. If I have a show in the morning, I do my show in the morning. I go and have Nini at Java. I just come back to the country, so I didn't have many friends. So I was like chilling, reading the newspaper, doing some research on politics. So that day I got a phone call. I had come from a show. And that time I'd started doing shows, many shows. And there's one show that I'm told that the president really liked. I did a show on, there was a, unakumbuka ile scandal ya office of the deputy president, alafu kuna security guard aliuliwangwa. Ile ya kina Echesa.
Yes.
Ati walikoningi sijui, allegedly they conned some people in the, and using the deputy president's office. So it was really on the news. And I just come from nje. Na watu walikoniwa ni wazungu. Do you remember that thing?
Yes, I know.
So every media house, because we are still colonized in the mindset, was reporting how wazungu wamekoniwa kwa ofisi ya deputy president. Okay. And the reporting it, ilikuanga, woi wazungu wetu wamekoniwa. Hao wazungu waki wamekoniwa. Then kwa ofisi ya deputy president. The thing that was really pissing me off is, so watu wazungu wamekoniwa, si tunakoniwangwa every day. Mbona sasa hii make news juni mzungu? From my perspective. Okay. From my perspective, because I just come back to the country, I have been living outside the country.
Umetendwa.
Nimetendwa. So I'm like, sasa nimerudi Kenya alafu wazungu wanaonewa huruma hapa. What the hell is this? That is how I was thinking about it. So when I took that show, I remember saying, I don't understand what the big deal is. Is it the conning or the fact that they are white? And by the way, these white people who allegedly have been conned, did they have work permits? Because you keep saying they're businessmen. So I started asking, did they have work permits? Were they in the country legally? Next day, my sister is here. The newspaper, all the newspapers, it's like the journalists had forgotten their work. So when niliuliza, did they even have work permits? Ni kama wakaenda, by the way, hiyo kitu wamesema, hebu tuende tukaangalie. So the next day, the newspapers in the front page, businessmen were here illegally on tourist visas or something like that. So my sister called me and told me, now you're shaping the narrative. Now you're directing people. This sister of mine was sitting here. Yani alikuanga zile za sasa umeelewa the power of knowledge and community. We were happy. Tukajiklapia vizuri tukasema, huyo ni mimi. Kudos. So, me, I continued with my life. I continued doing shows for like 3 or 4 weeks. Then, now what I'm being told, that show apparently, when the deputy president then, the president watched it, he was like, you see, someone who's putting more thought process, not just a smear campaign. So I akaanza to take note of my shows. That's what I'm told. This I can't verify. Then akaanza kuwauliza, nitafuteni umama. Of course, cock blockers. You know how cock blockers work. They make sure that, kama huyu ameitishwa, wacha to make sure sifike. So they kept on saying they couldn't find me, apatikani, nini. Then on that particular morning, I was on a show, and apparently I was speaking to the Hustler Nation movement. Without being briefed, I was talking about Hustler Nation. So then apparently he said, na mbona mjapata huyu mtu? And then apparently Oliver picked up the phone, looked for my number, called me. So he called me, introduced himself. He just said, nini uko wapi? And those days I was meeting anyone. So he said, we meet at Tamarind. So we went to Tamarind. I went to Tamarind, I was waiting, akakuja. Akaniambia ako in a hurry, come we go tukafika kwa parking. Akaniambia enter my car. Nikamwambia bana mimi siwezi ingia gari yako, mimi sijui wewe ni nani. I'll follow you. So he was surprised, like, oh, you have a car. Like, yeah, damn, I have a car. What do you think? As in, alikuwa zile za, Misa, mi unataka kwanza kunibeba kwa gari yako ndogo na mi by that time ninasukuma gari. So I'm like, no, nitakufuata nyuma. So tukafuatana. Pere. Watch out, my heart is beating. My heart is beating. Karen, hey, turn, hey. Oh my God, is this what I think it is? Then we entered the residence. Let me tell you. Hata ukienda uone picha yangu ya kwanza nilipigwa na Ruto. Wewe mimi, I was over the moon and there's nothing you could do about it. That's how I was recruited. And do you know why I was so excited? That time I was very close friends with a child of a very senior politician. And I was telling them, I really want to join politics. Bana nisukumie sana. Na alikuwa ananiambia chill man. You just go back to the country, man. You just chill. Sasa unaimagine sasa.
Umejua ni nani.
Sasa unaimagine sasa. Nimepigwa picha na Ruto. Yo, I was like, let me tell you, I'm not chilling. Me, I'm in this camp. I am dying for this camp. This person has seen my potential. This person has seen where I want to go. And you know, that's the thing that Ruto has. Like, when you get to his space, you are sold. You are sold. Unatoka hapo wewe sasa umebatizwa, unaimba tu sifa. Because he really has a way to, let me say had. Now a lot of things have happened. That time he really had a way to win over the masses and individuals. That's why people like Hussein Mohammed left their jobs in media. Bana ukiingia wewe room kitoka, wewe una preach to Ruto. So when I entered, I came out, I had found a new calling. You know, we are bringing Kenyans to the right side, the Hustler Nation movement. If you talk to my family, they used to think I am nimerogwa.
This was the photo?
No. This one is juicy. If you go on my LinkedIn, and then you go to just photos, then you just scroll down. The first photo I ever met Ruto, oh my goodness, you can even see I'm glowing. I'm like, I am in power, guys. Yani leo nimeamka tu nikiwa raia, next nimeamka ninasalimia nani. But in those days, you know, he had sold a message and he had embodied this vision of a new Kenya. That's why we all went and voted for him.
That's what I've been saying all along.
Yeah,
nobody's listening.
By the way, those days, mtu asikudanganya pati mulikuwa mnajua Ruto angekuwa venye yako saizi. No. Those days, and then remember, he was being persecuted. The same thing that he's doing to Rigiji now was being done to him.
Yeah.
So he was the underdog.
So you met him that day?
So I met him that day. And then it was he was sitting like this, the way you are sitting in an office. And then Oliver was there, and I sat there. Akaniuliza, how are you? What's your name? Nikaongea kila kitu. Oh, and you know. But he had to slow me down because I was like, wow. And then he said, no, I think you're doing well. I think you need to join my team. Nini. Alafu akani hand over kwa communications team.
Kwa Itumbi.
Bana Itumbi walikuwa naita mkutano 8, alafu wananiambia mkutano ni 10. Na rock up pale Karen 10 o'clock. Wananichekelea. Wanacheka. Acheki ufala. Wanacheka, mimi walinifrustrate mpaka nikarudi kwa Ruto nikamwambia, thanks. No thanks. Wacha niende Kisii. Nikapambane na watu nikitisha kura. They frustrated me. They did a lot of things to me. As in, hiyo ndo ilikuwa the first baptism by fire.
For real?
Oh, those people are horrible. Yeah. Wale vijana usiwacheze.
Who and who?
Bana hiyo comms team. Hata sijui bloggers wanasurvivingi aje. Wala watu ni wabaya.
Why are they like
They're just evil. They're just mean-spirited people. You know, there are people who are just mean. I don't think they need they're just mean. Itumbi is a mean person. He's jealous. He wants to be the only person around the table. And he doesn't really have much to offer anyway, but he's very, you know.
Kumekucha.
No, but ni ukweli. Mimi nakwambia ukweli. Hata I wish ufanye show moja muite hapa siku moja usikie venye Itumbi anaongea na venye anaongea, alafu sasa you can be the judge of character. Hata mtuulize quick fire questions. Muulize tu. What is the capital city of Namibia? Kitu kama hiyo.
Umesema Itumbi ajue capital city of Namibia. Haya. We tafuta tu vita na Itumbi.
So those
Mi sina vita na
boys,
Itumbi.
they walini, hapo ndo nikaanza kujua hii space sijui venye nita navigate, but Mungu wako na mimi. And now you remember when I started this show, I told you, you're saying, oh, you're so different, oh, you're so, those people declared war against me from that time. And they made sure that the media just portrayed me as the evil witch from the West.
But why?
Because,
Why? Because you said there's a smear campaign against you. I'm like, why you?
You know, already from that point, it's like, wewe ni nani, tunasumbuliwa hapa tukutafute, tukulete kwa team. Like, wewe ni nani? Number one. Number two, udema nafikiria yeye ni nani hapa ati atakuja tu atu disrupt, anze kuambia boss ati eka TikTok as if si hatujai kuwa na hiyo idea, you know, things like that. So sometimes many people don't need a reason why they'll make your life difficult, because they're just, I feel like sometimes they've just been sent by Satan to just toughen you. So from that moment they declared war against me. This video of me being pinched, Talam is responsible for it. Yeah. You know, while they were thinking that they are damaging my image, what were they doing to the president's image?
What do you mean?
You know, those,
Talam is responsible.
the media, you're in media. Media, how it works, those who reach State House, right? They have an understanding between the comms,
yeah, I get you.
the head of communications in
And
State
what
House,
goes out.
and what goes out, right? They have an understanding. They have a gentleman's agreement. I mean, it's not like you're going to put videos of the president digging up his nose and, I don't know, scratching his behind or something like that. They have an understanding. It's not that those things don't happen. It's just that they have an understanding. This is an office. This is the highest office of the state. There's a way that you portray it.
Yeah, we have to look a
So
certain
by
way.
the time a video like that one is being released, thinking that they are punishing me, but really, what are you doing to the head of state? Because that is a moment that was a father-daughter moment. In fact, a moment that I was being pushed back to toe the line. And what did they do with it? They scandalized it. There was a whole billboard of a buju, you know. And this is one thing I also want to say here. Every single woman seen with the president has allegedly slept with the president. You guys, even this president, amumuone uruma. Like, how many women can you sleep with, really? I mean, it's such a narrative that has been pushed so hard that even you, Obinna, when you sit today, from 12 midnight, from 1 a.m. till now, how many women can you sleep with? How many?
Well,
No, you know what I mean? Now imagine a narrative that is being pushed that every single woman, young, old, skinny, fat, dark, white, yani tu ukipita tu hivi kwa rada ya Ruto, huyo amelala naye. I mean, really, it's such a fake narrative. Supposing I have godfathers I have slept with in State House who apparently are the reason I was nominated, right? I mean, why am I being persecuted? Even your own narrative doesn't make sense to you. If I have people I'm sleeping with, I would not be going through this shit.
no, si sasa si kuna
You know what
ile
I mean?
theory ya nini.
Like, in fact, your narrative is fake because it doesn't even answer your questions. If I had these godfathers that apparently are the ones who made me senator and, you know, even that president, why am I being persecuted for speaking up?